Welcome back to the show, everybody. Walking the Prairie tractor lines at Albany Pioneer Days, Albany, Minnesota. I found another oddball that I want to do a walk around of. So we've got American on the side of the frame, patent applied for. Looking at the back end, so the American gas tractor, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Diamond Iron Works, with another big American across the back of the frame. But what's odd about this one, it's reversed. The layout is completely reverse of a typical Prairie tractor. Instead of the operator being at the back inside of the rear wheels, they placed the operator up at the front on this one. And really, considering the visibility issues from, trying to look past gigantic cross motor engines of that type, this really makes a lot more sense. You'd be perched up here with absolutely nothing obstructing your vision. Really a very interesting layout of this tractor. I'm assuming this could possibly be like the hand starting crank, channel iron frame, wraps around at the front. Big cast arched front axle supports under there. This looks like a steering gear. Goes down to that pitman, drag link over to the knuckle, another drag link across to this side. Typical stamped tin seat of the day on just a flat steel spring, just like a regular implement would have. Flat mounted steering. I'm guessing one of these would be throttle, the other would be spark advance. This is probably a brake with the ratchet cogs down here. This would be your gear shifter. It looks like we've got a shift pattern, 3 forward speeds, 1 reverse. So that'd be your quadrant and everything right there. The old high tension magneto, all the trip mechanisms on there, the advance. Looks like we've got a governor in there, which is actually a rather modern style governor for this era. A lot of the manufacturers are still using the old external open flyball. These have the centrifugal weights. Press on that arm, governor spring right there, goes right up the throttle plate on a humongous brass carburetor. Everything about these is just huge. Exposed rockers, of course, up top, pretty standard for the day. There's your mechanical oiler, feeds oil to all the critical parts of the engine. Looking at the rear wheels, I can just reach my fingers to the top of these, and I'm not exactly short. The gearing, yeah, they show a little bit of wear on the drive side, but that is to be expected. All wide open, all subject to dirt. These drive pinions, they look way too good to be original. I'm sure they've been recut. So you got a threaded hole in that big key for pulling it. Heavy cast construction, heavy cast stay rods, heavy spokes. Everything about these is huge. The rear drawbar, the first thing I noticed when I looked at it is how far it angles down, and then I realized it's got all these adjustment holes on these vertical braces, so you can pull those bolts, you can adjust that drawbar height up or down. That was a handy feature to have back in the day. And it looks like we've got this C-channel steel that's been rolled to form a dirt guard, where these drive gears roll around at the bottom. Anything that the wheel picks up and drops again would hit this rolled C-channel and not get directly into the gear teeth. Gotta love how they built these. This looks like at least 6-inch C-channel, where just some formed sheet metal would have done. But like I said, everything heavy duty. Big bolts holding that drive ring to the main wheel. Huge grease cups to put axle grease in there where the wheel pivots on the dead axle. So this housing here would house your differential assembly. You've got the other bowl gear, comes out over here. Looks like a contracting brake band, possibly goes around that drum in there. And we've got the footsteps, 3 of them, feeding up to the operator's platform. Handhold grab bars, battery, and tools. And this is what I would guess would be the fuel tank, because exhaust and water would feed back to the radiator, which is at the rear back here. And I assume the way it would work, yeah, the exhaust feeds in the top, so that would puff in and go out the top, and then that creates like a Venturi effect, a suction that would come in and pull air through the bottom. And as that air come up through the bottom, there's all kinds of tubes inside, the water circulates, and that would cool the whole deal. Very, very interesting old Prairie tractor. I've never seen one that perches the operator right out front like this. Old steel too, it's got the Illinois in it. The way they rolled that around, formed that whole front, really neat. Yeah, there we are. Gasoline on the front of the tank. Got the old corrugated tin arched canopy on top. Very interesting old Prairie tractor. Never seen one like this. Not a bad design really, so hope you all enjoyed the walk around. Thank you for watching.